This is a group session in Primal therapy. The idea is to go back, uncover the hurts of childhood, relive them, and free the real you.
What you see here, this happening, you probably won't believe, happens every single day at the Primal Institute, almost every day in the year. We have groups every day. We have 8, 9, 10, 12 therapists working at a time, helping patients into their feelings. And as you can see, it's unlike any other group therapy known in the history of psychology. It is based on a very simple idea, namely that people do not confront each other in group therapy. They confront themselves, the selves that are locked up inside of them.
I was 30 years old before anything good came into my life. And Christian Science taught me it was my only mother and my only father that I ever had. And it taught me how to be honest. And it taught me that there was truth. And it taught me to look into myself. And it brought me here. And what I realized is that it was why I never talked about it. It is because I didn't want to give it up. Because it was the only mother I ever had.
The man is having a primal about saying goodbye to religion, as it were. Religion was his companion, his friend, and really all he had in life. And now that he's got himself, he finds that he needs it less. And if you're wondering about religion and what happens, many of the people do eschew, get rid of their religious background, as it were. Very few patients end up religious, and it's not because of any ideology that we place in the patient's head. It's simply that they find they no longer need symbols.
What did you want me to be? I wasn't a bad boy. I wasn't a bad
boy. What you see is each patient deeply into his own feelings, you know, quite apart from whatever else is going on. I mean, people are reliving, as you see Pat on the floor, reliving pre-verbal material, scenes that happened to her at the age of 2. The scene that has all of this agony that she is reliving on the floor is a rape scene by her father at the age of 2. She was raped, bloody, and almost murdered. And she will have that primal dozens and dozens of times because the load of pain is so intense it could not possibly be relived in one setting.
Obviously, the thing is that I see my father. I see, the thing was that my father, he raped me, you know, and he raped me like, you know, and I was all bloody, and I was all bloody all over here, and also in the asshole. I was just totally, and this is where my mother found.
My father's dead, and he was the only one I could ever get, and my mother is nuts. And the lights here made me go right back to when I was born, and I was lying there, and there was no one. My mother didn't know what to do, and she didn't want me, and I didn't get my father for 5 days until he'd start loving me and holding me and kissing me. And by that time, I see pictures of myself, and I remember myself. I was always really cocky, you know, well, I don't want you. And he'd come up and try and love me, and I'd push him away and say, you know, I don't need you, I don't want you. And I learned in those 5 days when I was in there all alone that the only way to make it for me was to be, and how you're always saying to me, you're not feminine, all that stuff. Well, hey, why I don't need anyone. I don't need anyone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How many people think she's tough?
I do. She did it.